And welcome to things you might ought to know for this day. Buttons may not be in place, but we're here. We're ready. It is the 24th of October, 2024, and we're going to celebrate some fun stuff today. Whether the buttons are working or not, we're here. We're live. We're recording, so it's going to happen. A birthday's on the way, plus history lessons and a fun thing to celebrate on this Thursday. Starting off with that fine young gentleman there. Yes, yes, it is. Mr. Aubrey Graham, but you may know him better as Drake. Drake is turning a big year today, big day today, 37 years old for Drake. You may remember him if from my generation or just maybe in your older millennial as that guy from Degrassi Junior High who started rapping in Canada. If you're a younger person, you may know him as that guy who's beefing with Kendrick Lamar and losing right now. But he is a more influential, more talented, I will say, and just a bigger star than many of us really care to really want to admit. Drake is here. He ain't going nowhere. So just kind of learn to love him or try to avoid him as best as possible. Also, birthday wishes to BD Wong, who's 63 years old on the day, and actor Kevin Kline as well, turning 77 today. Happy birthday to that trio of folks on this 24th of October. History things for the day. A day of inventions, a day of things working and things not working anymore, if you will. Starting off in 1939, where the nylon stockings were sold publicly for the first time in Wilmington, Delaware. This was a revolution in all sort of fashions. Nylon stockings, easy to create, easy to replace if you ran out of them, and just cheaply made. They were sold for the public in Delaware, and women of all ages, all sizes, all types cursed them to these days. Now, a year later, 1940, the 40-hour work week went into effect in the United States, beginning what we now know as the hell we call overwork, overtime, and just life. Before then, you worked until you worked, and you stopped when you were told to stop. There was no laws against people overworking or people being exploited. This was one way to keep people from being exploited, essentially saying they could not work for an employer more than 40 hours in a work week because at that point in time, it was at exhaustion or indentured servitude for many folks. And the end of an era came, the end of the supersonic jet travel era, as three British Airways Concordes landed in London's Heathrow Airport to be mothballed forever. The Concorde, for over a couple decades, was the highest class of travel across the pond, where the supersonic jet could get you over from the States to London in mere hours, as opposed to a half a day or so. But because of issues with the Concorde happening at the time and no one deciding to fix those issues, that basically saying the jet was a term of an old era, the era was ended for the Concorde in 2003. Let's move on to our word of the day. Today's word is suavity. Suavity. It is the quality of being charming and gracious in manner. The word suavity used in a sentence, suavity, at the diplomatic reception won him many admirers as he navigated the room with an effortless grace. How about that? I think you might like using that word suavity, especially towards yourself. Now, more words can be learned at our project, the Big Words Project, at ironically named thebigwordsproject.com. More words to learn more vocabulary and find issues of big words you might ought to know. A book that we produce that has vocabulary words in it and proceeds for those books to reading programs. So consider checking that one out today. Consider checking out another book. Yes, I use this to sell books. And this another book is called 100 Daily Affirmations for Positivity and Confidence. And it's a book that I created after reading a couple other books on affirmations and realizing that they were just lists of things to read, to say to yourself, but no real context of what they were really doing, why they were there. And the most important thing, why should you buy a book on affirmations? Chapter one is why you should buy a book on affirmations, why they may or may not work. And each affirmation in the book has 5 different reasons, 5 backgrounds, issues on how saying those affirmations can work. Today's affirmation I'm sharing with you for here for free. I use my time and talents to help others. And this one enhances self-esteem and your self-worth. Recognizing that using your talents to help others can significantly boost both your self-esteem and sense of purpose as you see the value and impact of your contributions. You may go through a day, and I'd go through many of these days, to be honest with you, where I look at the work I do, I look at things I put out there and wonder, what is the point? Why am I doing this? It's not making a difference. An affirmation that reminds yourself that your time, your talents do make a difference and help others can get you through that hump because your time, your talents, your reason for living is important to all of us. So remind yourself that when it doesn't seem that way, and you can make yourself feel that way. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Check out the book 100 Daily Affirmations for Positivity and Confidence and see if affirmations are something you should take into heart for yourself. Plus, we're going to celebrate a good time. Come on, let's do it. Bologna Day. Bologna Day? Bolonga Day. Sometimes called Bologna, Bloney, but it's pronounced baloney for most cases. That's how you pronounce it. But the spelling doesn't matter because of what it is meat that originated in the city of Bologna, Italy. That's why it has its actual spelling of its name. It's what's there. It's basically a sausage, if you will, similar to Italian mortadella. It is finely ground pork and beef that has been smoked and cured. However, it's not the best pieces of pork and beef. Yeah, turkey as well, I guess. That is smoked and cured together. Variety of spices mixed in there to give it a little flavor. The United States has regulations that bologna from America must be finely ground and have and no visible hard pieces. You have to actually do it very well. Can't have fake, not very well made bologna. It's not like it is in Italy where you have the big chunks into it. See there, but you can make it out of anything you want to. So bologna is sort of a class that is a thing. Now bologna came into existence because it was a way to use scraps of meat hot dogs, if you will. Chop them up really fine, wash them down, mix them up with a little spice, and you have a way to use all the meat from the rooter to the tutor. It really gets it all used up. And bologna, whether it has a first name or a last name where it's spelled Bolongna, or it comes from Italy, is a fine thing to have. Not the most nutritious thing out there in the world, but generations ago, just going to miss out the love and maybe some burns of a delicious fried bologna sandwich. Let's talk about something else that's even better for your health. That's not bologna. This is true life. This is reality. This is mouth tape. And this is mouth tape that's presented by Hostage Tape is the actual company that gives this. And if you're tired of feeling groggy and restless at night and then waking up to a dry mouth in the morning, you can use Hostage Tape, the most revolutionary mouth tape designed to improve your sleep, boost your energy, and enhance your health. Mouth breathing while you sleep can lead to snoring, poor oxygen flow, and disrupted rest, which is not good for you. Hostage tape gently keeps your mouth closed, encouraging you to breathe through your nose. Proven to be a better way to breathe, better way to get deeper sleep and restful sleep. Soft, hypoenergetic, and comfortable to wear all night without any issues. You wake up feeling more refreshed and energized and ready to take on the world. So if you're battling snoring or just want to get better health because you're waking up just kind of groggy, Hostage tape may be the thing for you. It's simple, non-invasive, and can help you get better sleep today. Check it out at this is a conversationproject.com/hostage tape. This is a conversationproject.com/hostage tape. This is a affiliate link, so we get a small commission for you using Hostage Tape or buying it from them. And I have told folks over the past couple of days, I suspect about to have another big sale. So when they do that, they sell out and have to replenish. So you want to get in on a good batch before they do the big sale, or want to be prepared for the big sale. Keep this in your pocket. Make an account. Get yourself some Hostage Tape and get yourself sleeping better. Maybe not right now, but once you get it and use it, be sleeping better very soon. Let's talk about us or you and us. We want you to like, share, subscribe what you're seeing here so that more people see what you like and check us out. See how I did that, worked out that together? Like the videos that we're having for both the news content, things you might not have heard, and of course, the hot takes we have throughout the day, and of course, the short stuff here, the fun stuff with the birthdays and the anniversaries, birthdays and the history lessons that people may be missing because they're also fun as well. This is not quite as hard hitting as talking about Trump, but people get a giggle, get something out of these things as well, including some of the fun stuff out of the days to celebrate. Like, share it with like-minded folks who enjoy these things, and subscribe for yourself so you don't miss out on a moment when we put these down into your feeds. They come out live, streaming live, various sources. This one about 6 a.m. in the morning weekdays. The newsy one, things you might not have heard. About 5:30 a.m. news weekdays to get you, excuse me, your news coverage and your fun stuff. But that was rude. Subscribe so you can get them in your feed and notifications as it come down live. You're up, and if you're not up, you can see them in your feeds as you check out what's going on there. Although YouTube is the biggest search engine out there in the world, it also people do go to their homepage. Most people find videos via their homepage suggestions, and so when you like and share these things, it gets more people a chance to be suggested to their homepage. And if you subscribe to it as well, you won't miss out to it when you hit your subscriptions. There you go. We need that help. You can also go to our website or YouTube and join our membership there. Help us get some cash, get things moving forward as well. I'm done. Well, don't know what that was. I'm done. Thursday, October 24th edition of Things You Might Have Heard is now in the books. Thank you so much for joining us for this ride around the fun stuff and for the newsy stuff. You were there for that for the first edition as well. Make sure you join us weekday mornings if you're up live, 5:50 a.m. Central Time for the two shows, things you might not have heard, new stuff, and things you might ought to know, the fun stuff. Otherwise, check us out in the replays going forward. Go to our website, this is a conversationproject.com, and check out all the stuff we have there. Check out things you might ought to know because you want the fun stuff directly. And consider being a partner, considering checking out sponsors, considering finding us on our various other sources and following us there as well. Love you guys. Great Thursday ahead. Let's have one. And great Friday also ahead. Let's get ready for it. More of this stuff coming for you for a Friday morning. Coming tomorrow, which would be a Friday morning.